Major news on Pfizer's child vaccine. Tonight, an FDA advisory committee has endorsed the first COVID vaccine for children 5 to 11. We know many parents at home still have questions, so Dr. Jha is here in a moment as well. But first tonight, the new details. That key FDA advisory panel reviewing Pfizer's data, which they say shows the vaccine is safe and 91% effective at preventing symptomatic infection in children. The experts today weighing the benefits against the risks. One FDA official arguing children 5 to 11 are, quote, far from being spared the harm of COVID. Not just the primary symptoms, but possible long-haul symptoms too, brain fog and other symptoms that could affect school down the road. As we all know, the FDA usually follows quickly with an official authorization, then the CDC, which means shots could begin for the 28 million American children eligible by next week. ABC's Steve Osunsami leading us off tonight from the CDC in Atlanta.
The vote this evening was nearly unanimous with 17 yeses and 1 abstention. An FDA advisory panel says that the benefits far outweigh any risk, and they're saying yes to the Pfizer vaccine for children 5 to 11 years old.
We don't want children to be dying of COVID, even if it is far fewer children than adults, and we don't want them in the ICU.
They were convinced by a study from the drug maker where Pfizer gave 2,200 children a third of the regular dose and found that the 2 shots were 91% effective against symptomatic disease.
That's an incredible finding. That's actually more effective than a lot of routine childhood vaccines we use.
Pfizer says any side effects from the vaccine were mild and that none of the children came down with myocarditis, a rare swelling of the heart muscle. 8-year-old Sebastian Prybal in North Carolina says the only thing he felt was a sore arm and a slight fever for a few days.
All done. You did it. Was that bad? You did so well.
He was part of the trial and will soon learn for sure if his shots were real.
You might be a little scared at first, but honestly, it can help others and it can help your families. It can help you not get sick.
Here's what health officials are trying to fight. Nearly 2 million American children in this age group have gotten sick during this pandemic. More than 8,300 had to be hospitalized, a third of them in the ICU.
Kids can also get the long COVID consequences. Some of them just don't seem to recover. They have the fatigue, the brain fog, makes it hard to function in school. So that's another reason to try to provide the protection.
The Pfizer production lines are ready with 65 million doses set to ship. More than enough to fully vaccinate about 28 million eligible American children. But many parents aren't as excited. A new survey finds that only about a third with children in this age group are saying that they will vaccinate their kids right away.
My strongest advice would be to listen to the people that you've always listened to with the help of your children. And I know that's what I did.
Chris Erickson in Minnesota says she would vaccinate her son today. 10-year-old Bentley has special needs.
We're ready to go back to school as soon as possible, as soon as he gets his vaccine. He has not played with his friends since February of 2020, and he would do just about anything to be able to go out on the playground again.
So let's bring in Steve Osunsami with us from Atlanta tonight. Steve, the FDA is expected to sign off on the panel's recommendation and officially authorize this vaccine for children. And then we've all learned how this works along the way. This then goes to the CDC.
That's right, David. A CDC advisory panel will meet next week, Tuesday and Wednesday, and they'll discuss this and make recommendations. Then it's up to the CDC director as to whether she will follow those recommendations. But the bottom line is that children in this age group could start getting vaccinated by the end of next week. David?
All right, Steve, we appreciate it tonight.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.